Hmm. This seems to be the only safe area that I can go to. And my Polaris's report still here. Oh, no, that's the Chronos one. This is the one that... Maybe if I return this book, they'll be more inclined to listen. Perhaps. Perhaps I can get the answers I'm looking for. Oh! Hello! Hi!
Okay, I saw your face.
What face? No, you didn't.
No, yeah. Lizzy?
I don't know who that is.
Lizzy, I walked up here and you weren't wearing the mask. We can drop this. Aren't you gonna be dead?
Yes and no. Look, you're not really supposed to see me here. I should probably go.
And, what are you gonna do? You're meant to be dead.
Yeah, look, as far as everybody else here is concerned, I am supposed to be dead, and I plan to keep it that way for a bit. I just came here looking for some answers. That's all.
What answers are you going to find here?
You know, this place, Asteria's Temple, it's actually quite beautiful if you really sit down to take a look at it.
I mean, it's gorgeous, but at any moment, the queen herself can show up and ruin your day. Not exactly my definition of a peaceful place to sit.
That's true. I don't know why I'm meant to be alive right now. It's complicated. Hey, I mean, at least I returned her book. That's something.
That was you. Okay.
Yeah. I took it in the first place, and it's about time that I finally return it. But, yeah.
Okay, look, how about this? You're meant to be dead, right? Yep. You don't want people to know that you're still here.
Well, you know now, which I don't really like having witnesses that I'm still
Why,
around.
are you gonna kill me?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not like that.
Alright.
Not anymore.
No. Okay, how about this? I'm assuming if you go back to your house, people are gonna realize you're alive.
Yeah.
Sound about right? Right. Do you have the waystone to my house?
Yeah, of course. I used to stay nearby, next door,
Yeah.
when I was...
Come with me.
Okay. I'm just gonna put on my mask just in case.
Fair enough.
I've been, speaking through text-to-speech, mostly, so nobody even recognizes my voice. But, yeah.
Fair. Yeah. Just go to my house.
Where is it?
Here you are.
Sorry. It took me
Right.
a hot second to find it.
Yeah, it's fine. Come in. Alright, I'm gonna show you something.
Nobody else is here, right?
No, Nevermore has been out for a while. So,
Okay.
come on. Alright, you remember the whole dead body scenario?
Yeah, that was...
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it feels like ages ago.
Yeah, I've gotten a little bit more sneaky.
Oh?
Come on.
Oh! Interesting, okay.
So, I have a spare room. That's just an
Okay.
ender chest.
Yeah. I see that.
You are free to stay down here.
Oh, perfect. Alright. Thank you.
It's secret little hideaway, and you know, if people show up, just you should be able to hear them. Stay down here, keep the door closed, barricade yourself in if you want. Then you have the communicators, right?
Just, yeah.
Okay, don't use an open channel, message me directly if people show up and I'm not home. I'll come in, I'll de-escalate. You know, no
I
one
do
has
have
to know you're here.
Okay. Well, this is very
You're free
kind
to
of you.
decorate. It's
Yeah.
very basic.
No, I appreciate that. It's actually very kind of you, but, why... I mean, after everything that I've done, what makes you compelled to help me?
I offered to help you once, and I think if I had forced the matter, you wouldn't be in the position you are now. I feel a
Right.
little guilty, you could say. However, I can also empathize with not wanting people to know who you are.
I'm pretty sure everybody is glad at the fact that I'm supposed to be dead.
I do not take joy in other people dying. I don't take joy in them suffering. I know I'm the hermit out in the middle of nowhere, but
Yeah, I don't really see you often.
yeah, I just don't. I see the good you can be and the good you can do. This world sucks. It brings out the worst in people.
It certainly did for me. It's
a lot of people haven't taken this world as the opportunity it is to start over and to leave things behind. People are bringing back things that they should have left behind. I'm not like that.
It's easier said than done.
I mean, when you've done it a million times, it's second habit. I'm old as fuck. I think that's the summary we need to take from this.
When
Yeah.
when I was dying, you heard about me dying, right? Obviously, it's probably.
I heard that you did die. I didn't hear any details. I didn't want to. Like I said, I do not take any joy in other people dying.
It's probably a huge talk of the town. I thought I was on my last life, and quite frankly, I should have been. In the previous world I was in, I did die once. I died again here, and then I died a third time. So, 3 lives, you're out, right? That's how it usually works.
Usually, but this is Astra. And for most people, lives get reset back to 3, unless you pose some sort of threat.
I guess that's one of the answers that I was looking for.
I usually have answers. People just don't look to me for them.
So I guess that's why I still am alive.
Yeah. And to say, I'm glad. I feel like this is a perfect opportunity for you to start again. And if you need any help with a slightly better disguise, because I hate to tell you this, people are gonna...
I kind of like this disguise, though. It's
It's
kind of like a
I feel
remnant.
like you could upgrade a little bit.
True.
Because this is very inconvenient.
Yeah,
It doesn't match with the rest, and seems... it doesn't match with the rest of the look. It's what really threw me off. So...
Right.
Maybe something that fits a bit more.
Right. Let's
And I am willing to help, so...
Let's talk a bit up here, so
Yeah.
we're not crammed down there. Nobody really comes around these parts often, from what I've seen.
No, the only person who ever visits me is, Nevermore or Vista. Nevermore lives here, though, so I don't think that's visiting. I think that's existing.
Yeah, no, aren't you guys like close neighbors?
Yep. Pretty sure if I dug that way, you'd see his house.
Yeah. I still can't seem to really wrap my head around everything. I was dying. I was there at the market. There was other people. They all just sat and watched. Nobody bothered to help me. Other than probably Eleanor, but I don't really know if she counts.
Yeah. Knowing whether or not to accept help from Eleanor is... something.
She seemed to really grieve for me, though, which I don't know what to feel about that.
Well, if it's anything, you have me, and when Nevermore gets back, you can choose to reveal who you are, or you can leave it alone.
I don't know when I plan to reveal myself.
I would definitely make sure you're safe first. I'm always
Yeah.
willing to be around. And like I said, if you're in trouble, you can message me.
I
I'll show up and I'll try de-escalate. I've been alive long enough to know how to de-escalate a situation.
I I appreciate that. I just man, I'm just man, I this past few days since I came back to life, I've been lurking around, watching people at the market do their business, watching people interact at the bar and all that, and it's
It's disorientating being on the outside when you're used to being on the inside.
no, it's not that. I hate how I became because of the circumstances being what they were here. I hate how I could have been among them. I could have been, a good friend to many. Instead, I chose a dark path of twisted bitterness, and I pushed away friends, I pushed away any sort of help, and I was left to die by myself.
It's the nature of this world to. Uh, how do I put this? Either push away or bring close. You went one way. It's. When you're worried about everything you can lose, there's two responses. You can either push everyone away so it doesn't hurt as much when you lose them, or you can bring them closer and cherish the time you do together.
How can I. If I ever do decide to reveal myself as being still alive, it's like coming back from being a ghost, pretty much. I don't know how people will feel. What if people will want me dead again? What if people never forgive me? I. What if I'm always meant to be alone? What?
No one is truly meant to be alone. It's the nature of social species. We aren't meant to be alone. Take it from someone who was on some abandoned planet ages away from the nearest star system, isolated for, I'd say, at least 3,000 years. Isolation is not fun. Yeah.
Oh.
When Maelstrom took me back in time and used my power to resurrect a being that should have stayed dead, what I did was I abandoned my original body and I got myself as far away and I inhabited whatever I could. That whatever I could happened to be a robot in this desolate planet that had practically burnt out years ago. And I was left there until I was able to get off the planet. It took a couple. I'd say about 2,000
sounds awful.
years. Yeah, and from going from being someone who was surrounded by people constantly to being alone, it sucked. You never get used to isolation.
I can imagine it. I used to isolate. Now, my time sounds a lot less than yours, but I've been isolated
Hey,
a lot.
isolation is isolation.
From being isolated in a tube for months and then isolating yourself in the end by yourself. It's sometimes you think it's for the better, you know, but it's hard, and it's especially hard to see everybody else and you're alone.
Hey, look, me and Marion are, becoming friendly. Marion doesn't really know stuff about what happened before.
Oh,
Perfect person
Miriam?
to hang out with. Yeah. Oh,
I've
sorry. My people clash together in my memory.
She's actually the only other person that knows about me being alive. I
Yeah.
kind of made a ally
Miriam is lovely.
alliance with her.
Miriam and I are creating a club together. I'm playing bartender.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I will say, bartender is that one job I keep going back to. I've had
Yeah.
many in my years.
Well, you made a pretty good bartender at the picnic, I must say.
Yeah. um, even though I did hear what happened at the picnic after I'd left. And I'm sorry.
That, yeah, that was my fault. It was everything that's happened to me here was mostly entirely my fault for bad stuff I've done.
Look, we're gonna leave that all behind now. Do you have food? Do you have food?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Armor? Have you got okay armor?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. I've been working to get my stuff back. What I mean by getting my stuff back is, back when I worked for Noma for a very short time.
I heard that's not fun.
It was to save my own life, basically, because at that
Mm.
time I still had a bounty, and, you know how he is, and in order to save my
Yeah.
life, I also gave him a lot of my stuff, which I've been grinding to get back.
Well, food-wise, see these bottom 4 chests here. Um, if you're running low on food, you can take out of those. So there's stuff that's like to make food, and then I've got the pre-made food chest here that's got a bunch of stuff in it. So if you're ever hungry, that's where
Grape
you
jelly
look.
sandwiches.
Yeah. D2 and I have we're getting a little close, so you may see D2 come round.
Oh,
Have you met D2?
I don't remember if I ever have. Is he? He's not a bad person, right?
D2's an absolute sweetheart.
Okay. I know you said,
Absolute darling.
leave the past in the past, but for certain people, I'm still.
Yeah.
Forgiveness takes a while for some people.
It's leaving things in the
Especially,
past is hard. Yeah.
especially when it comes to everything that Noma had done to me. It's
Yeah.
it's hard to forgive him for that. And I don't know if I ever will, but I don't know.
Forgiveness is not. You don't need to forget at all about what Noma did. I wouldn't even say fully forgive Noma. I haven't fully forgiven Pandemonium for the part they played in me getting dragged out of this world. Yet I still coexist. I still talk to Pandemonium. I even take care of E now and again. It's, you know.
And you think that I have a chance to, I guess, make new friends and new alliances? Kind of
Yes,
restart?
there are many people in this world that don't include Noma, don't include, Pen and Pyrite and Jace and Queenie.
Oh,
There
yeah.
are a lot of people here.
There's there's so many people I have to make amends with. So many
Making
people I've
amends
hurt
starts with
or
forgiving yourself.
I don't know if I can. After everything I've done and everything,
It will take time.
it's so convoluted and it's so
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel or anything.
My therapy days are definitely behind me. I'm gonna preface this by saying that. However, if you need anyone to just listen, I'm a pretty good listener.
No. Yeah, I would appreciate that. You're the first friend I've had here in, well, ages. Ever since,
Yeah,
ever
I do
since
wish
what
I'd
happened
sort of
to.
pushed before.
Yeah. I kind of started pushing people away ever since what happened to Comet. I opened up my heart to try and make a friend and to try and get close with her, and then after what happened to her, I kind of just closed myself off again.
Do you think maybe that's why you were at Asteria's temple?
I was hoping maybe I could, I don't know, talk with Assyria, talk with Comet maybe, something. Something to get my mind off of everything.
In experience, Asteria is never going to give you exactly what you want.
I mean, they granted me an extra life here, so that's something.
In all fairness, I'm pretty sure it just resets back to 3, depending on the world you're in.
Right.
But I have been to many worlds. It's not always the number 3. I'll say that.
Yep. Now that I only have one here for real this time, I just gotta figure out how to spend it.
Well, I believe I, in theory, have 2. So, I'm always willing to. Okay, when I say in theory, I just mean I have 2 until this body decides to give up on me. So, you know.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Speaking of, I should probably start working on the next one.
You can switch bodies?
I'm sort of like a Vista. I'm just a spirit. I inhabit bodies.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Have you
that
ever
tidbit.
seen, have you ever seen, or read any Marvel comics?
Can't really say I have. I grew up
Right.
in a militaristic type place,
Got it.
so we didn't really have that kind of stuff.
Well, in the Marvel comics, there's this character called Wanda who wanted children so badly that she stole 2 souls out from some other place and made 2 children. Think of a similar concept for me. A witch was unhappy with the dolls that she had and decided to pull a soul out of nowhere to inhabit the doll so she'd be a little less lonely. And that was me. Eventually, I sort of woke up. I remembered my past lives, and I can't go back to being dead. Basically, I've been pulled out. Pretty sure it'd take an exorcist to get me to die at this point. So,
Yeah. It.
I inhabit the bodies I can.
Do you know how I died? Did anybody tell you that?
No one told me. I tried to leave it alone.
I died because of soul magic, soul crystals.
Ah,
Corey promised to help me become stronger so that I can recover from what happened at the picnic. I'm pretty sure I was concussed because I couldn't really do anything. Yeah, I was
that
hit
doesn't
in the
surprise
head
me.
very hard. But yeah, they promised to heal me, and they did the opposite.
Well, I mean, you're not concussed anymore. Sorry,
No,
I'm a
I'm
very let's
perfectly
look on the
fine
bright
now.
side.
I'm alive. So
You're alive and you're
yeah,
not concussed. I'm like Queenie constantly. Oh my god, every time I go out into the market, it's like a
uh,
new concussion.
I. That's another person I've got to apologize to. I helped to take part in that, I guess, because I hit her over the head with a trident.
Right.
So
How about this?
yeah.
Do you want to maybe... Do you have a book? Do I have a book?
I should have one more spare book in Google.
Because I'm thinking, how about we make a list of people that you feel like you... My monitor just died. Can you not do that?
Oops. Sorry.
Alright, stream. Give me a minute. Okay. There we go. What the fuck? Okay. Back. Lore spin. Look. We'll make a list of the people you feel like you need to apologize to. And we'll go through the list and we'll see if we can slowly go through and figure out how we're going to apologize.
I wish. Well, one of the people I wish I could apologize to is Comet. I know that sounds stupid to say, but
No.
I
that
watched
sounds normal.
as Comet was getting killed, and I didn't do anything to help.
Let's think about this though. If you did step in, right? What are the repercussions that would have happened if you tried step in?
Well, considering I was already weak from being killed earlier that day, I most likely would have gotten killed again.
And you would have... I'm not going to sugarcoat this. You would have distracted Comet even more. Because from what I can tell, Comet would have tried to protect you if you stepped in.
I'll never be able to forget that. Their faces when they were fighting, and when Comet was struck down, the look of bloodshed and it, no matter how nice Noma might be to some people, that's what I mean by not being able to forget or forgive. I could never forget that. The way the look on his face and everything, it was a terrifying sight. And
He is a bounty hunter. It's something, it might have been Akeshi who said it. How people are so easy to forgive and forget what Noma did, but I didn't forgive, I didn't forget. There is a certain way you have to conduct yourself when dealing with people like that. And that is making sure you can stay alive. Because people like that are dangerous. That's fact of the matter. Bounty hunters only last this long by being ruthless.
If I was ruthless, then I'd be able to last long, but
You don't have the experience to be the kind of ruthless that Noma is.
yeah.
Neither do I. It's why you see me out as a hermit in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I tried that life.
It's why I ended up having Nevermore move in next to me. I needed company.
Yeah, and I really appreciate that room you gave me. It
It's
would
no
be
problem.
nice
And again,
to not be alone
you can
for
redecorate
once.
it, you can change up the walls. Just make sure that that front wall stays stone so that it stays hidden down there.
Of course. Yeah, I definitely need a hideaway just in case anything happens.
Yeah.
Even if people do find out my identity and that I'm still alive, it still will prove useful.
Mm. I mean, my house is always a safe area. I've explicitly said this to people many times. They need to leave my house out of all of their drama.
Yeah. I hope this isn't bringing you drama.
No, no. If anything, I am decreasing the amount of drama by letting you stay here.
That's good. That's good.
That's the way I see it, at least.
Yeah. Alright. So far on my list, I have Queenie, Crescent, Pandemonium, and Batsy of people
Okay.
to apologize to.
So, but Queenie, we're apologizing for the concussion, or what else are we apologizing for?
Just being a dick to her in general.
Hmm.
For the concussion thing, and also kind of mocking her a bit. Same with Crescent. That reminds me, Ariel too. Crescent and Ariel, back when they were getting attacked by, I don't know whatever happened to them, but they were being attacked by some other angel person.
Mm-hmm. DL?
Yeah. Whatever happened to him?
Oh, I did not keep up with that one.
Huh.
I
Yeah,
have enough
no,
winged problems to deal with to add another one.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, no. When TL first started attacking them, I kind of mocked Crescent and Ariel a bit for relying on other people to help them too much.
Right.
Yeah. Same with Pandemonium. I kinda... I made fun of them for losing their wings. I tried offering to make them a new pair, but I guess they took offense to that.
A little bit of Ilium knowledge as someone who lived among them for a little bit. Ilium are incredibly prideful when it comes to their wings.
Ooh, yeah.
It's Pandemonium especially. Pandemonium. The reason they originally got their wings taken from them was sort of my fault. Okay,
Oh.
I didn't do anything. That was a choice they made. I had been basically I was being used as a battery. Pandemonium stepped in, killing a god, and basically, killing gods is against the code of conduct for the Ilium Guard, which Pandemonium was. And because of that, Pandemonium got sent to prison, had their wings removed from their back, and then that's how they ended up here. So, the whole wing topic can be a little bit sensitive.
Yeah,
And
Not
then when
only
they
do I
finally did
need
get their
to-
wings back, Assyria burnt them off. And that's why you see those little ghostly wings, Assyria's being a bitch.
Oof, okay. Oh, man. See, now oh, man.
Hey, you didn't know that, and I'm sure
I
if
didn't.
you just say to Pandemonium that you were unaware, they'll likely just move on. I'm not gonna tell you that they will immediately forgive you, but they will move on from it. I would definitely maybe check in on Pandemonium soon, though. I don't know if you've seen them recently.
No, I haven't really seen much of anybody except for those who come and go at the market.
Right. Pandemonium is incredibly sick.
I'm so sorry.
I'm unsure how they're. I'm unsure how they're even living. If I'm being honest.
Oh, shit, okay. I'll make them my first
So-
priority then.
I would go check in on. They're being more of a hermit than I am right now.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be my first priority then. Yeah.
Number 1 on my list, fucking Icarus. So, oh god, I'll get to that eventually.
Icarus. I remember seeing him out and about.
Oh, nice. The entirety of Icarus is my fault.
Looks like we both got our bad histories here.
It's my fault for not immediately revealing myself.
And you know what? Maybe Noma was wrong. Everything he told me. He engraved it into my mind that you can only rely on yourself. You can't have anybody else. You can only depend on yourself, and everyone will just let you down. Something along that line, but that's why I decided, I don't need help. I don't need anybody, and
Well, take it from someone who is a lot older than Noma. What he's referring to is the fact that people will come and go from your life. That is just a fact. However, it doesn't mean that you can't grow to love and trust the people you have in your life currently. It's a mentality I don't agree with, the not trusting anyone. It's, I tried to surround myself with animals in hopes that would be a good substitute for people. It didn't work.
This one. There's a chicken named Taco. I just realized that.
Yes, that is Taco.
Taco. I like that name.
And then I've got, obviously, my tortoise. And then we have my cow, my kangaroo, and my desert rain frog.
They're adorable.
And then over here is my tarantula, which is the entire reason why Noma refuses to enter my house.
Yeah, isn't he scared of spiders?
He's scared. I think it's like an equal thing. Spiders are scared of him, he's scared of spiders.
Yeah, for a guy like him, I'm surprised that he has a fear of spiders of all things.
Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he comes from one of those worlds that has those giant spiders that could just you.
Oh,
Like,
ew,
oh my
yeah,
god, those things
no,
are huge.
oh. Yeah, that would be understandable.
And a fear like that is easily ingrained, not so easily removed.
Yeah.
And he doesn't
Yeah.
seem like a therapy person.
Oh yeah, no. There is something about him that very much intrigues me, though. And if I could, I would love to get to know him a bit more. Kind of leave, like you said, the past in the past behind, kind of
Yeah.
restart from scratch, that type of thing. But I doubt that'll ever happen.
You would also need to put things in the past.
Yeah. I've also struck a nerve with him a few times, insulting Queenie and.
Hold on, let me open these comps real quick.
Oh. Why? What's going on?
I've just put, Noma, have you ever considered therapy? We'll see if I get a response. It will probably be, Roar, what the fuck?
Yeah, I doubt it, though.
One can only hope. One can only hope.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to
Except,
see.
don't listen to anyone who claims to be a therapist here. As someone who was a licensed and qualified therapist, no one here is qualified.
Not even Corey.
Definitely not Corey.
Corey gave me therapy once. It went
Corey's
okay.
idea of therapy for Pandemonium was lighting more fires.
I kind of spilled my entire backstory to Corey. The fact that
Did Corey then proceed to
they
give you
used
drugs?
that.
Because that seems like a Corey thing.
No, they then proceeded
Okay.
to kill me later on. So
Okay. I think that's worse than giving drugs.
yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, I feel a lot better.
I'm glad.
I'll admit, when I was sitting there at the Asteria Shrine, I was very, very dead set on thinking, there's no way I can reverse anything I've done. There's no way I can kind of make things right between all the people that I've insulted and hurt.
Well, step one is realizing that you've done something wrong. And we're already on step two. Identifying exactly what went wrong and working towards fixing it. So, I would say that's progress.
And in exchange, for now, if I ever decide to reveal myself as being still alive, this should probably be kept between us.
Yeah, of course. What do you want me to call you, by the way? Like, if we're out and about?
Well, I can't, See, I can't use the name Snow because people will know that's me. I do like that name though.
I mean, you kind of look like this outfit is very
Skulk. Yeah, that was the, I guess, main inspiration. So
You do look like a skull right now.
yeah, so I guess any skulk-related name you can think of.
Okay, I'm really, excuse my language, I'm crap at names. Because I would literally just end up calling you Blue. So
Maybe Ender, because of the Enderman head.
we're changing that head. We're not calling you Ender. We're changing that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
We're getting you a new little mask.
If there's the one thing I dislike more than humans is Enderman. So, yeah.
Let's second. So if we call you Bluey, people are gonna think of that Australian dog show. And while I think it's funny, that, a cat ends up getting named after a dog show, I fear that also might be too obvious. Let's think of like a normal name. Cause like, Lizzy was normal.
cherry, maybe? Because of the planks?
This is why we can never do deep undercover work.
Yeah, I'm not really good with names, as you can tell.
Neither am I. Oh, I like plant names. How about like lavender or something, and we can like shorten it to Lav.
Oh, yes, I like that. Lavender is a
All
very
right.
pretty color. It reminds me of the void.
All right. Lavender it is then. However, since we are going to be friends, I'm shortening it to Lav.
Perfect. Yeah, that's
Little nickname.
completely fine. That's completely fine.
And let's think. Do I have anything that we can pop on your head? I don't think so.
Let's
We'll
see
go with
if
something.
there's...
I'm running the clothing shop, so I can always put something together.
Oh, okay, perfect. Let me see if I have anything else.
And I made this face, and apparently I have a very nice face.
I mean, there's this. It's supposed to resemble that of like a black cat. I don't know if...
I think maybe we can go with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's people can look at it and think, you know, oh, it's a new cat around, you know, new cat in town.
Yeah. I think maybe if we fit this a little bit better to your hand.
Yeah, it's a bit too big, but other than that,
It is,
it should
yeah.
be fine.
But for now, it definitely works.
Perfect. All right.
Right.
That's awesome.
You know where the button is?
One second. Let me remember.
The button's over here.
It's over. Oh,
Do you hear
okay.
anything?
Yeah, that is well hidden. All right.
Yeah. So it means you can press, run.
Here we go.
And then the button on this side is here, very easy to find. Then obviously, trap door. Remember to close it when you go down. And then to the left, your room. To the right, it's just sort of like a seating area I've got in the progress.
Gotcha. Okay.
However, even if people do come down here, I am considered wacky enough that I would have a room entirely dedicated to an ender chest. So,
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. It's a very interesting chest.
yeah, it's great. I keep a pipe bomb down in here.
Oh, okay. I hope that
Yeah,
wouldn't
I've got a
explode
singular
in my
pipe
sleep.
No, ender chest. It's in a void.
Okay.
But yeah, you are free to decorate however you please. Obviously, don't replace this front wall here. That way the room stays hidden. And yeah, I've got like some basic stuff done. This is sort of like my,
Yeah.
I don't know, something goes wrong, I'm hiding in the basement room.
Yeah.
I'll just make a second one of those for myself.
I'll definitely decorate it so it doesn't feel like a jail cell or something like that.
Yeah, it does give jail cell vibes, but
Yeah, it's fine.
you are free
it's
to
fine.
decorate as you please. You can come and go as you please.
Yeah,
I
that's
may
perfect.
even hide a waystone down here for you in case something does happen, and that way you can get in and out quickly without anyone seeing you.
Like if I'm ever compromised or anything and people come after me.
Yeah. And again, if something happens and you need to get out of here quickly, the communicators, I know they're for all that nightfall stuff, but you have one. You can message me.
I do have one. I'm not associated with Nightfall anymore, but
Yeah, no.
the Admirer kind of
I
kicked me from that. They just never kicked me from the communicators, so I plan to, at some point, I guess, reprogram mine, because I don't want to get rid of it. I do like the look, but I don't.
they're also kind of handy, you know?
Yeah, but
For quick messages. They do have a direct message function though, so you can go ahead and directly message me because I also have my own communicator.
okay.
That way, if anything ever happens, we can message each other, and yeah, hopefully that decreases the chances of things going terribly wrong.
Yeah, hopefully.
That is the goal. Try not to have everything go incredibly wrong.
Alright.
I'm gonna go do a quick check, see where everyone is, see what's happening.
Yeah,
You let me know if you need anything. Alright?
I definitely will. Thank you so much, Roark. It's
Thanks.
nice to
No
finally
problem.
have a friend again.
Yeah, I will be here whenever you need.
I appreciate it. Truly,
No
I
problem.
don't know how I can ever repay you.
You don't need to. I was in your position once, and I could have used a me in that situation. So,
I'm glad I have you. So,
yeah. No, all I ask, don't fuck this up. Alright? This is your chance to completely start over.
yep, I don't intend on wasting it.
Yep. And I will keep you on the track of good as much as I can. Alright? I will shove you back onto the right path if I need to. Alright?
Alright, perfect.
I will
Yeah.
I will talk to you later. I will probably also set up dinner. I do like cooking. You will notice that very quickly.
Oh, yeah, and maybe you can introduce me to D2.
Yes,
Maybe I'll recognize
will-
him, because the name does ring a bell, so maybe I'll recognize him when I see him.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find D2, see if they'd be willing to. We are meant to be going on a picnic date, at some point. So I'll see if maybe they'd be willing to come over for dinner at some point too. So, anyway, I will leave you to figure out what you want to do with this room.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Do you want to close the door?
Sure.
Alright,
I'm
I'll
probably
talk
gonna
to you
take a nap, so.
later. You should.
Yeah.
Good night.
Night.